Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I'm not going to clean up this mess because time for me, personal time, has been very short lately. I'm not complaining. I'm so grateful to be able to help my daughter out right now. Some of you know she fell down some stairs and broke her fibula and tibia in her leg. So it's been a lot. She can't do anything. She has a toddler. So I'm spending 4 days a week with her full time. And her fiance is spending 3 days a week. And when I say full time, I mean throughout the day. I do have some hours in the evening, but it's so hard. I do with joy everything that I do for her, but when I come home, I'm really tired. The 3 days that I'm not with her, I am working at my glorious job at the scrap exchange that I love so much. I'm not going to clean up this mess. I just want to show you the journal that I made. I have loved making these journals out of just scrap paper that does not sell. I work in a large creative reuse facility and we sell all sorts of donated material. One of the things I've wanted to do in the store is to take papers that people overlook because they're looking for new school supplies, new office supplies, and package them in such a way so that people who come in who are more artistic, like junk journalers, bookmakers, people who do collage, people who do shadow boxes, they can find these things and buy just a bunch of papers for a really good price. I made this one yesterday and I wanted to just show you the result. So it is a file folder that has been distressed. We've got some paper packaging tape on the outside. I bought this years ago at a thrift store, maybe even the scrap exchange, and it has the strings running through it. You can see that. You can see the lines, so that reinforces it. I did see a video the other day, I don't remember who did it, but they were talking about using craft tape that they got from the Dollar Tree. I have not seen that, but it may be similar. This is a heavy paper tape. The kind I have is very adhesive. It sticks it's just so nice. It really sticks into place and holds, it reinforces this and it holds, it doesn't tear away. When I distress pages, I use a lot of Tim Holtz Distress ink, just like that. Sometimes I will come back with a brush and just really grunge it up. This brush is pretty messy. There is paint and other stuff in this water. I change it every few days. I don't want it to spoil and smell bad in the workshop. That said, I love the grunginess of it. This was from a deck of cards. This was the actual box that the deck came in. And I tore away everything except this image and glued it. And then, well, I think I put some glue right in the center. I never put glue where I'm going to sew while it's wet, if that makes sense. So I did sew around the edges. This is just some design using bubble wrap and white paint. And then we get on the inside, I'm just going to flip through this quickly. It is one signature. It is old graph paper. It does have some writing paper. You can see the beautiful botanical, some old, like glassine, I guess, envelopes. This is one of those pocket folders that would go in a 3-ring binder. So I bought a pack for myself. I made some packs to sell, and I bought one for me and brought it home to see, what all can you make with this? White space drives me crazy. I'm not completely done with this. So like I would come through and grunge this up. And for the moment, I'm not going to dry this. We're going to close the page wet. Yes, it might mess up that beautiful pink page over there, but I don't think it's going to do that. I don't think it's going to mess it up. Anyway, I love to grunge up the pages. You got to be careful when you get things really wet in the center because you can end up pulling things out by accident. But when everything dries, it's got just the most wonderful, crinkly, distressed, grungy feel to it. This was an old calendar. There's another pocket folder for a 3-ring binder. That's some nice heavy white paper. There's some paper from a little art book. I like to take the wire out and use the pages. And let me just show you this. I don't throw the wire away. I wrap it into basically a globe of wire. I love these. This one is standing on a piece of, it's like a metal sort of lamp base or sculpture or something out here. But I love to take these things and just like display them. I think it would be really pretty to incorporate lights or something. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that, but that would be amazing. You would want to do it in such a way where you could maybe replace the lights. I mean, once they burned out, if you used just string lights deep within that wire, that wouldn't work. So I'm still thinking about it. Another thing would be to leave like a hollow place and an opening where you could put a candle in and then hang it. I don't know. I'm still thinking about this. Anyway, that's where this paper is from. There's a calendar page, more graph paper. I don't need to flip through every page. Let's look at this really pretty calendar page. Turkey buzzard eggs. Very pretty. And did I put pockets? I know I did. There we have pockets. On the inside is a pretty piece of scrapbook paper with the books, and I did grunge that up a little bit. I did punch a hole and put a grommet there and tie some old grungy cord ribbon. This is fabric strips. I'm not even sure. I have so many things out here, and the way I create, I like to just pull from what I can see. I have figured that out about myself. Every time I try to super organize, I organize myself right out of any creativity. I just can't work that way. I like ordered or organized chaos, and that's just the way I am. I own it. I love it. I love that about myself. You know, maybe some of you can relate. Anyway, I think these journals are going to be, I think people will like these. And I do want to put some on display at work to show people what they can make. I'm probably going to print some sort of instruction sheet. Now, one quick thing, some of the ones I've done, I used a hole punch, and somebody asked about a tutorial. Where is my, here it is. With the last ones, I stacked the papers up and went from the top. This one's going to be a little thick because I did just a few pages at a time. But, you know, you take this and go down as far as you can go and then punch. Top and bottom, and do like 4 pages at a time. And when you're done, you have 2 holes in this stack of pages that hopefully line up. With this one, though, I really was in the mood to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and that's what I did. So anyway, I'm just glad to be able to drop in. Now, if you notice the volume is louder, I had some really useful feedback from Chris. I appreciate that so much. The sound has been on my mind for a long time. I tend to be soft-spoken, and sometimes the air conditioner is going out here. And in my own defense, I will say that a lot of times ads are louder than anything else. Jason and I can be watching something and, you know, we have it at a normal volume, and then an advertisement will come on or a commercial, and it's so loud we have to jump up and grab the remote. So I will say that in defense of myself, but the sound is something I need to work on. So I'm going to try to bump up the sound in this, and hopefully we will get this perfected for my channel. Those of you who have asked about my daughter, I really appreciate it. She's doing great. She just is pretty helpless right now. You know, she's non-weight bearing, so her fiance and I want somebody with her all the time. We want her to feel safe and protected, and, you know, like her apartment's being kept the way she likes it, and she gets good meals. So anyway, that's all for now. I will be back really soon. I promise. I hope. Bye for now.